Hey there, Heather. Hello there. Jeff Cutter Diamond welcoming you to major matches of the Time Travel Tennis Tournament to qualify for the Grand Ladies Tour. We're in Brussels for the Ladies B group. They and like the three other ladies thingies are going to try to qualify for the Grand Ladies Tour. Of course, the past few weeks we did the Grand Men Tour and a couple of tours from them to get in and to the top 16. If you win your round 32 matchup in the men, you get to 16 and 6 groups times 16 is 96. So that's the amount of people who will be qualifying for the Grand Men Tour, which starts in January 2026. For the ladies, it's a bit difficult. There's no 6 tours, there's only 4. So instead of going 4 times 16 to make 64, which would be nice and all that, I decided to have the tournament be about, the top 24. Make it 96 ladies. Make it more inclusive, if you will. So if you win your round of 32 matchup, you're safe. There is a caveat. If you lose your round of 32 matchup, but you lose in 3 sets and you lose like a tough third set, for example, then you might get yourself lucky to be one of those 8 wild cards and all that. You lose in straight sets, you're pretty much hosed, I think. So anyway, what we're doing is on, you see the left side of the bracket, the Navratilova left side of the bracket. We will be playing all matches except for Henin Sugiyama and Sanchez Vicario Maioli, because those are the what we call the Belgium 4-pack. Those 2 matches will be on Friday alongside Clijsters versus Capriati and Pierce versus Venus. The other matchups on the right side, the Google Lagong thing is on Thursday. So we will be doing 6 matches today, 6 tomorrow, and 4 Friday. And then, of course, we're going to play through because seeding is important. Anyhow, our first match is Martina Navratilova versus Daenerys Safina. They have not faced each other despite them winning all these things. Navratilova won 3 Grand Slams. She almost took the ultimate Grand Slam in all 4 tournaments, but only went to the quarters at Wimbledon. And all that. She didn't actually win any of the in-season tournaments, the first 8 weeks and all that. She didn't do the whole thing. She got to 2 finals, but didn't win. But when she won the French Open, technically she won a tournament, quote unquote, so she couldn't take part in any weekly tournaments. At number 2, she beat Sina Garrison, Jezovic, Ivanovic, Sharapova, sorry, Austin, and then her longtime rival Chris Evert. She had a tough time against Austin. She had to win 10-8 in the third set against Tracy Austin. And then at Wimbledon, at number 1, she beat Sukova, Kuznetsova, and Azarenka quite easily, but somehow lost to Venus in the quarters. Who knows? Maybe she would be. She would have won all 4 tournaments. Anyhow, U.S. Open, she was ranked number 1. She beat Risiki, Waz, Leslie Allen, not the Ghostbusters actors, Venus, Pierce, and Graf to get in. Only a pair of matches she ended up having to go through a third set. That was Wozniacki and Pierce. She had to go through 4 3-setters in France. And then in Australia, when she beat Wade, Barbara Potter, Lee Noss, Sanchez Vicario, Gugula, and Graf to move on. That was big. She had to beat Gulagon in Australia 13 in the semifinals. So that was hard to do. So Martina's done quite well. Safina, she won the Players' Championship in week 34, which meant that she got in automatically and she didn't need the wild card thinking. Grand Slams wise, she only won 1 match, and that was against Rosie Castles in France. Then she lost 4 straight. She won week 34 at Boca Raton, beating Capriati, Wade, Lee, and Jaeger. But she had to beat Wendy Turnbull to get this far.
Quiet, please. Safina to serve. First game. Play.
How did I get that? Sorry about that. We're doing 15 minutes.
15, love. 30, love. Out. Out. 40, love. Out. Game, Safina. First game. Love, 15. 15 all. Out. 15, 30. Out. 30 all. Out. 40, 30. Deuce. Advantage, Navratilova. Game, Navratilova. One game all, first set. Out. Love, 15. 15 all. 15, 30. Out. 30 all. 30, 40. Out. Deuce. Out. Advantage, Safina. Out. Deuce. Advantage, Safina. Game, Safina. Safina leads 2 games to 1, first set.
Well, games to 1 right off the bat. Josefina up 2-1. Well, kind of had it. So does Martina win? The answer is, oh yeah, 6-4, 6-2. So Navratilova moves on. Safina has only 1-6. Yeah, Safina definitely is out. I can't see that happening. So yeah, Safina's practically out. But look. And now let's see if Lindsay Davenport can move on as a seed. She was number 13. She meets Hanna Malikova. Both have won a title. Hanna went deep into Wimbledon and US Open, but didn't get far. She won New Orleans week 20. Yeah, she beat Shriver and Austin in Wimbledon at number 24, losing the Venus. Then she beat Barbara Jordan and Tracy Austin again. Or Tracy Austin. The first time you have beat her. Week 20 in Ireland. At number 21, she only had to face one girl ahead of her, and that was Monica, because Lee Na was number 22 when she beat her. Well, she beat Kirill and Novotna Ellis and Frumholtz before beating Lena to move on to the term. She had to beat Lisa Raymond to get this far. Lindsay Davenport. 2 quarterfinals in the Grand Slams. England and Wimbledon and Australia. She won the Utah Classic week 18. Well, at Wimbledon, at number 11, she beat Sina and Dimitrieva and then shocked Hingis before losing to Serena in the quarters. In Utah, she beat Leslie Shakadasi, Reed, Serena, and Kuznetsova to get in automatically. Then in Australia, she got to the quarter. She beat Lisa Raymond, Yana Novotna, and Chris Evert. Big win over her before Monica beat her. See what happens here.
Quiet, please. Mandlikova to serve. First game. Play.
This could be an upset.
Love 15. Out. Love 30. Out. Out. 15, 30. 30 all. Out. Out. 30, 40. Game, Davenport. First game. Love 15. 15 all. 30, 15. 40, 15. 'Out. Game, Davenport. Davenport leads 2 games to love, first set. Fifteen love. 30 love. Out. Out. 30, 15. 40, 15. 'Game, Mandlikova. Davenport leads 2 games to 1, first set. Fifteen love. Out. Out. 30 love. 40 love. Out. Game, Davenport. Davenport leads 3 games to 1, first set.
Davenport looks pretty impressive. So my guess is she probably won. 6-4, 6-2. So Malikova only won 6 games in her thing. So yeah, she didn't make it interesting. Davenport wins. So yeah, I think Benjalikova will not get the chance. I hope 6-4-6-2 is not in everyone's match. So let's see Chris Everett taking on Kathy Jordan. Everett won a title. She won the Amelia Island in week 2. She beat Dimitrieva, Gulagon, Sanchez, Austin, and Graf to get him. Then in the French Open, she got to the final. Yeah, the French Open, she got to the final at number 3. She beat Jaeger, Wozniacki, Maliba, Celis, Steffi. Big win over Steffi, and then lost to Martina in 3 sets. She actually had to go through 3 sets with Jaeger. She almost got upset heavily by Andre Jaeger. At Wimbledon at number 3, she beat Shareva, Date, Gulagon, and Fernandez before Steffi got revenge and beat her in the semifinal. She had to go through a couple of 3-setters. In New York, she had to go through a couple of 3-setters her own. At number 5, she beat Barker, Sukiyama, Kathy Jordan, and Shaka Daisy to face Steffi Graf in the semifinals. Man, Shaka Daisy, that's a big one. Getting into the quarterfinals at number 61. She loses to Steffi, and then Australia, she beat Barker Morozova, but Davenport with the massive upset. Kathy Jordan, lots of semis and quarterfinals, 3 semifinals, Pennsylvania, Dutch, and the last week. Well, wait, what was her Grand Slams? She got to the Sweet 16 in U.S. Open. Well, she beat Dimitrieva. She upset Hingis in New York and then lost to Everett. But yeah, week 40. She did get to the finals. I mean, the semi. She beat Capriati. She was down 6-1 to Capriati, but she got hurt. Then she beat Barbara Jordan before Kerry Reed beat her. She did beat Date Crum to move on.
Quiet please. Jordan to serve. First game. Play. Love 15. Out! Out! Love 30. Love 40. Game Everett. First game. Love 15. Love 30. Out. 15-30. Out. Out. 15-40. Out. 30-40. Out. Cheers. Out. Advantage Jordan. Out. Game Jordan. 1 game all. First set. Love 15.
Out. Out.
15 all.
Out.
15 30.
Out.
30 all. 30 40. Deuce.
Out.
Advantage Jordan. Deuce.
Out. Out.
Advantage Jordan. Game Jordan. Jordan leads 2 games to 1. First set.
$15. Kathy Jordan up 2-1. Maybe. And no, 6-4, 7-6. Well, Everett takes down Kathy Jordan, like I expected it. Like you really think that was gonna happen? But man, Kathy Jordan didn't do so badly. She only lost 6-4, 7-6. That's pretty close, especially the second set. Everett had to win the tiebreak on her. So if everything goes to like straight sets, I think Kathy Jordan might sneak in as one of the wild cards. Who knows? There's one potential. 15 late. Anyway, Cena Garrison, the 5 seed, will take on Tracy Austin. She has beaten Tracy Austin. So Tracy's won one tournament. She got to the semifinals of the French Open in week 9. She won Eastbourne in week 11. So at France, sorry, yes, I mean, week 9, at number 13, she beat Malakova and Tsukiyama, then had to face 3 top 10s. Serena and Martina Hingis beat them, but lost to Navratilova 10-8 in the semifinal in the third set. And at Eastbourne at number 12, she beat Davenport, Wade, Clijsters, and Sellis to move on. Dana Garrison won 2 titles. She won the Kitchener Classic and the Kansas Classic. The only reason why she won 2 tournaments was because, for some reason, they did not check her credentials in week 33. And I think it was a numbers snafu why she got in the tournament in the first place. She had, after week 16, been to tournaments but kept losing, which actually helped out. No Grand Slam match wins. So Cena won in Kitchener. She beat Capriati and Monica Seles. That's a big one. He beat Seles in Kitchener. And then Morosova and Mary Pierce in the final. And then she kept moving on. Utah, it was like, oh, no big deal. And then in Kansas, at number 45, she beat Testoon. She beat Safina. She beat Raymond Sokova and then Betty Stove. And then people were like, she already won a tournament. Well, it was a snafu, so that got her a seed.
Quiet plays Austin to serve.
But a lot of
First
people say
game.
Tracy Austin's
Play.
going to sink Cena. We'll see.
15 love. 30 love. 40 love. Game Austin. First game. Love 15. 15 all.
Out.
15 30. 30 all.
Out.
30 40.
Out.
Deuce.
Out.
Advantage, Austin. Deuce. Advantage, Garrison. Deuce. Advantage, Garrison.
Out.
Deuce. Advantage, Austin.
Out.
Game, Austin. Austin leads 2 games to love. First set.
Out.
15 love. 15 all.
Out.
30 15. 40 15. 40 30.
Out.
Game, Austin. Austin leads 3 games to love. First set.
Well, Tracy Austin looking pretty good. I think we can kind of guess what the result is. Oh yeah, not even close. Garrison wasn't even close. 6162. So she's practically LUT. So yeah, Tracy Austin wins. Cena got in on a snafu. She probably would have gotten her by hand into her. I forgot who Austin beat. Who did Austin beat? Did we talk about that? She beat Betty Stove. Yeah, we didn't talk about that. Yeah, so Tracy Austin wins. And Garrison, because she only won 3 games, she didn't make it interesting. I think she's DQ'd. All right, Justine, and then we skipped that. Now on to Hingis, number 10, taking on Carrie Reed. Hingis won a tournament, the German Open. That's how she got into this thing automatically. 2 quarterfinals, France and Australia. First off, Germany. And number 7, she beat Kirilo Sharapova, Serena Maioli, and then Navratilova. Big win for her. And in France, she got to the quarters at number 7. She beat Shareva, Reed, and Sokova. Well, her only match against Kerry Reed was round 32 there. And beat Sokova, but lost to Tracy Austin in 3 sets. Which is like, what? In Australia at number 12, she beat Leslie Allen, Capriati, and Sugiyama. Easy opponents, but then when she had to face a tough opponent, she melted, and that was Steffi.
Quiet please. Hingis to serve. First game. Play.
Well, here we go.
Out.
Love 15.
Out.
15 all. 30-15. 40-15. Game Hingis. First game.
Out.
15 love. 30 love.
Out. Out.
40 love.
'Out.
Game Reed. 1 game all. First set.
One tie.
Love 15. 15 all.
Out.
30-15.
Out.
30 all. 40-30.
Out.
Game Hingis. Hingis leads 2 games to 1. First set.
2-1.
Out.
Love 15. 15 all.
Out.
15-30.
Out. Out.
15-40.
Out.
30-40. Deuce. Advantage. Reed. Deuce.
Out.
Advantage. Reed. Game Reed. 2 games all. First set.
2-2 after 16 minutes. We take a look at the scoring leader. And we find Hingis wins 7-6, 6-2. So equal. So well. Yeah, Hingis wins. Reed actually forced Hingis to a sudden F. So I would probably give Hingis a bit of, I would give Kerry Reed a chance. She did put Hingis through the first set tiebreak. Anyway, our final match of the day is Serena taking on Sue Barker, who she's taken up 3 times. Sue Barker, the star of Wimbledon center court interview for both men and women for 3 decades, a question of sport for the BBC. She got to a pair of finals, Chicago and Stuttgart, before not winning at all, only winning 2 singles matches in the Grand Slams. Week 19, she was number 31. She beat Jazovic, Maioli, Monica, big one over Celis, then from Holtz. It was a tough one, but lost to Serena in Chicago in the final. And then in Stuttgart, at number 27, she beat Testu, Kuznetsova, Reed, Mauresmo, and then lost to Goolagong. She had to face Barbara Jordan and beat the tar out of her. So she's 0-3 against Serena. This is the 5th player she's had to face 4 times. Testoon, she's 4-0 against 3 winners and 3. Schreiber 2-2, and Andrea Jaeger, she's 0-4. Maybe it'll happen again. Serena only winning 1 title, and that was not a Grand Slam. She got to the round of 16 in all the Grand Slams, but only Wimbledon she got past the round of 16. She won the Chicago Classic in week 19 after 3 of the 4 Grand Slams. She was ranked number 3. She had bad luck for many a time. I mean, she lost in Amelia and Tracy Austin. She lost in Orlando to Steffi Graf. She lost to Safina in Italy. She lost to Kimiko Date, of all people, in Barcelona. Quarterfinal lost to Hingis in Germany. Australia indoors, she lost to Schreiber. Lugano, she lost to Ivanovic. French Open, Sweet 16, after being Jackie Davison from Holtz. She lost to Tracy freaking Austin. Then Davenport in Birmingham. Eastbourne to Monica. Wimbledon, she got to the semifinals after being Pierce, Castles, Barbara Jordan, and Davenport. She lost to her sister, of all people. Kuznetsova beat her in Indy. Manhattan Beach, she lost to Henning. Toronto, she got to the final, but lost to Sanchez Vicario. She lost to Virginia Wade in Kitchener, where we all thought Serena was going to fucking do it. US Open, she beat Shareva and Danny Crum, but lost to Shaka Daisy, of all freaking people. That was a big loss. Then she lost the semis in Utah to Davenport. Chicago, she beat Stove, Shriver, Mauresmo, Kuznetsova, and then Sid Blacker to get this far. In the Australian Open, she beat Hanika and Sabatini before Goolagong beat her. Who wins this one?
Quiet, please. Williams to serve. First game. Play.
Let's see what happens.
Out.
15 love.
Out. Out.
30 love. 40 love. Game Williams. First game.
Okay, first one is Serena.
Out.
15 love. Fifteen all.
Out.
30-15. 30 all. 40-30. Game Barker. 1 game all. First set. Love 15. 15 all. 30-15.
Out.
40-15. 40-30. Game, Williams. Williams leads 2 games to 1, first set.
Out.
Love 15.
Out.
Love 30.
Out. Out.
15, 30.
Out.
15, 40. Thirty, 40. Deuce.
Out.
Advantage, Barker.
Out.
Game, Barker. 2 games all, first set.
2 after 16 minutes. So let's see who wins this one. And it would be Serena. 6-3, 6-2. Well, Serena did her job, as I figured. Question in my mind is, did Barker do enough? No, she only won 5 games. Yeah, Barker did not do enough. Yeah, Barker did not do enough. So she's going to be on the sidelines. Yeah, she didn't do enough to get herself in there. We know the round of 16 we'll see Navratilova versus Davenport, Everett versus Austin, and then Martina versus Serena. Those are key matchups, but we don't know the rest. Tomorrow we will be going over 6 matches. It'll be Graf versus Ivanovic, Sabatini Celis, Sukova Wade, Maliva Sharapova, Azarenka Marasmo, and Wazinaki versus Gulagong. And of course, Friday we'll have Hendon versus Sugiyama, Maioli Sanchez Facario, Kleisters Caparati, and Pierce Venus to move on to it. And then we'll find out the 8 girls who have pretty much qualified as second chancers. Only 2 of them have had some great matches. Reed and Jordan are technically still in the hunt because they at least took their people to tie breaks. So those 2 might get a chance to have a bite of the apple. Savina, Nalikova, Garrison, and Barker all 4 of them have only won 6 games total. Not even to a third set. Yeah, you get blown on the third set. At least you get to a third set. That's kind of a move. So yeah, after 6 matches, there's still 10 more matches to be played. So yeah, I think if you get to the third set, you're pretty much a guaranteed spot into the wild card. But you never know. Anyhow, I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.